यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहित प्रज्ञान घन प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्माहमस्मि सोहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि। ओम प्रपन्न पारिजाताय तोत्र वेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। May the Almighty Shri Lord Venkateshwara bestow all kinds of prosperity, health, wealth and eternal happiness with Paripurna Lakshmi Katakshams to you and the entire your family members and friends. Let us begin Bhagavad Gita, verse number 35 of 10th chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Brihat Sama Tatha Samnam Gayatri Chandasamaham Masanam Margashirshoham Rutunam Kusumakaraha. Now Bhagavan just describing Ihaloka Vibhuti. We have completed Paraloka Vibhuti and Purana Loka Vibhuti. Somehow it comes in a mixed way, but now Bhagavan talks about Ihaloka Vibhuti, and this Ihaloka Vibhuti also we can divide into two portions. First, he talks about all the subtle energies, because subtle becomes the cause of the gross things. Now he has talked whatever the important subtle powers are involved with every creature, those are nothing but Bhagavan's glory. That's what Bhagavan Krishna says, because you think without the language of the life of a human being, so we cannot imagine that language, the base of the language, the sound, akshara, and the way of presenting all those technical aspects are nothing but Ishvara. Akshara namakharosmi dvandvasamasika cha tu shloka ahameva kshayah kalaha. So they are connected with each other. Even the grammar of a language is the foundation, kind of a bedrock for all the language. But without learning grammar, we can speak the language, we can do whatever we want. But if you want to establish something in the language or through the language, by using the language, we have to have the knowledge of grammar. That grammar is nothing but Ishvaraha, because it's a structure. But Bhagavan, though he has not given, but he will give in different technical terms. In the last verse he said, I am death alone, because death continues as a mystic for a human being. We are completely kept away from the experience of death, and we are kept away when it is going to take place. Why? Because Kalaha, that's for good, because we can live our life happily. And also he says, hereafter I am going to provide whatever that you want. Now as you learn these factors, then these factors are the factors which they are converted as the driving force by the fear. I don't know when I am going to die, therefore I have to work for it. I have to work for me, means I have to work for my family. So I do have relatives, I have children, I have wife, I have parents. Therefore what? I should get insurance. I should have the bank balance. I should have some kind of a reputation in the society, so that my family will be taken care of after me. So this kind of kind of driving forces. What I call it? Driving forces. The life we live with these kind of driving forces which are created because of the lack of understanding of Ishvara. Now Ishvara says Kalaha. Just we have to keep going the life day by day by performing our duties according to dharma. That itself good enough to live a life. You surrender to Lord and live your life with the understanding of these all aspects. Now he have told Aham Kirtihi, Shri, Vak and Smritihi, Medha, Dhritihi, Kshama, all of them are the inner construction of an individual person. These are all the factors by which we can conclude a personality. Therefore, we have to just take and contemplate every verse. Every verse is an object, a formula for the contemplation. Now here he says, Brihat Sama Tatha Samnam. Among the Samaveda mantra, there is one rig is known as Brihat Sama. Size wise it's not bigger and quantity wise also it's not bigger. But the subject, the content which is dealt in that rig, it is greater. Because the subject is of Ishvara, that Paramatma Tattvam. Therefore it is known as Brihat Sama. So I become Brihat Sama among all Samagana. So that, it's very difficult to sing because it is sung with a very melodious rhythm. So that Sama is me. We have already seen this Samaveda is nothing but Ishvara. Among even that Samaveda, he is pointing more inner core. Then Gayatri Chandasam Aham. Gayatri. So if people say Gayatri means we know only one Gayatri. Every deity has got Gayatri. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsa Vitrvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. This is what we call it Gayatri. Gayatri means the chandas also called Gayatri. Then this mantra also is known as Gayatri. Every deity is given the Gayatri. Gayatri becomes a supreme mantra of those mantras which are prescribed for the deities. It becomes supreme. If you worship with the Gayatri means you should have informed with all other mantras. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Om Tatpurushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Mahadevyai Cha Vidmahe Vishnu Patni Cha Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Tatpurushaya Vidmahe Mahasenaya Dhimahi Tanna Shanmukha Prachodayat. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. So all these are known as Gayatri mantras. The chandas is called Gayatri because all Veda mantras are given chandas. Chandas means meter. Without meter there is no Veda mantras. Any mantra it should contain swara sahita chandas. So maybe without the swara, Gayatri which has got 24 syllable among them. There are many chandas, innumerable chandas. According to my knowledge, there are 108 chandas are very famous. You see Anushtup chandas, Trishtup chandas and even Ushnik chandas and Bhujanga is a kind of chandas and the Gayatri chandas. So all these chandas they have their own meter. So Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamakah Pandavas Chaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. See, this is the first words of Bhagavad Gita. Don't think, Swamiji is going back again. See, that every shloka of Bhagavad Gita has constructed on Anushtup Chandas. Anushtup Chandas means there are 4 padas. Every pada contains 8 syllables. And there is one more chandas called Trishtup chandas. Najayate mriyate va kadachit. It contains 11 syllables in a pada. So 11 into 4, 44 chandas. And this Gayatri mantra, which contains 3 padas, every pada has got 8 syllables, including Om. Because without Om, the first pada has got only 7 syllables. Om Tatsa Viturvarenyam, one pada. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, second pada. Then Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat, these 3 padas. In between, the Vyakriti mantra is chanted Om Bhodbhava Swaha. These Vyakriti mantras are considered not with this chandas. So chandas means these 888. These 24 syllables are known as Gayatri chandas. This Gayatri chandas is the supreme among all other mantras. Gayatri itself is known as the essence of Veda. Our Brahmaji might have thought to give the essence of the all Vedas to the human being without his knowledge in the young age itself. What he thought was how could I give the essence of all this knowledge together? When you are grown, so you are not interested in spiritual things. You become adult and you always go and run away. Therefore, before you arrive at this extrovert attitude or nature, what Brahmaji did was he brought a huge mixie, Then he brought all these Rigveda mantras and put into that, and he crushed it and got the essence. That essence he could convert into one line, Tatsa Viturvarenyam. That is the first line. Then he brought Yajurveda. Then he put again, crushed it, got the essence. That is the Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, the second line of Gayatri. Then he brought Samaveda. Then again he did the same, crushed and got the essence of it. Then Dhiyo Yonah Prachodaya, the third line of Gayatri. So once you chant Gayatri, you have completed all the essence of 3 Vedas. We don't consider this Atharvana Vedas or it's a kind of miscellaneous. All the miscellaneous from the 3 Vedas, they have been created as Atharvana Veda. So the essence of 3 Vedas are known as Gayatri Mantra. So these Gayatri Mantra based on Savitru. Savitru means Sun Lord. And this Bhur Bhuva Swaha, which symbolizes the 3 words are gross, subtle and khas. That is the difference. The gross world, subtle world and causal world. And there is Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka and Swarloka, the expression from our scriptures. We are living in a world, that world has got layers of worlds. The sun deity, which is a main cause for these 3 worlds. Therefore, this gross world is known as Bhuloka, and the subtle, 2 subtle world, one becomes subtle and another becomes causal. So this is the understanding about the Gayatri. If a Gayatri penetrates when you are young itself, then it will go and it will convert every cells, every aspects of your life on the track of Vedas. You cannot go wrong. The person cannot go wrong. Therefore, the Gayatri is initiated before a person gets into the outside world. So when he is 7 or 8 years old, at that time itself Gayatri is given. When Gayatri is initiated, that person is known as Divijaha, twice born. Twice born means what? This becomes a Garbha. Gayatri becomes one more Garbha. Garbha means womb. So because a human being, we had the Garbha Vasaha, we reside, we dwell in the Garbha of our mother. Then this is second Garbha. So when a person is initiated for Gayatri, then again he is born through those mantras every day when he follows that rituals. So he is rejuvenating himself. After certain period of time, he is completely new person, because father gives the initiation. Only the Gayatri can be given by the father. Father should have done, he should have followed all kinds of anushtana. The Gayatri has got great reputation, glory. Even Dharmaputra got back all of his brother's life who were dead near a pond because of Yaksha's curse, by giving the phala, the fruit of Gayatri, to him. Therefore, it plays vital role in our life. We have to realize it. Bhagavan says, Aham Chandasam Gayatri. Chandas means there are two meanings. One is meter, another is mantra. So among all other mantras, I become Supreme Gayatri. Now here Gayatri means that Savita Gayatri or Savitri Gayatri. The Gayatri which is based on Savitru Devata. Masanam Marga Shirushoham. So this month of December off and January off, it is considered as Margashirsha. Usually it is said this is the Brahma Muhurta time, because our 1 year is compared with the celestial beings 1 day. So this is their early morning. If we perform any rituals, if we are keeping ourselves active enough in our spiritual progress, we gain more power. That month is a precious month, because all this Mahabharata, Ramayana and all kinds of Purana, so we only received on this month. So in this month alone, all the lectures were organized when we were young. So nowadays we have YouTube, we have all kinds of things we can receive from this online at any point of time. Now what I mean to say, so it is 25 years, 30 years back, no online, no internet. Therefore this all Katha Kala Kshepa, the lectures and the Upanyasas arranged in all temples during this Margashirsha month. For this month becomes very important for spiritual seekers. Even now in the month of Margashirsha, we should not sleep after 4:30. If you sleep, so you are not considered as a human being, but people are not aware about it. You should get up, and after getting up, you should not browse, you should not Google. You should go to temple, you should worship. That's what the speciality of this month. So Masanam Margashirshaha means when you learn these things, you should note when the Margashirsha month comes. You have to prepare yourself for whole years by having a proper routine of that month. Ritu Nam Kusuma Karaha. I become a spring among all these Ritus. That you know that it's glorified a lot. So that is a pleasant for us, for all the beings. All this flower comes and you can get very nourished food and everything. Therefore Ritunam Kusuma Karaha. Now next words. Dyutam Chalayata Masmi Tejas Tejasvinamaham Jayosmi Vyavasayosmi Sattvam Sattvavatamaham. Dyutam Chalayatam Ahamasmi. I am the cheating among the cheaters. From these words, you have to take care about your general knowledge about Ishvara. Because Ishvara is good and bad both. When you understand Vedanta, so Vedanta speaks about all the aspects of the God concept, the world aspects. And we are not just dividing this whole system into two. So one is Saitan, another is celestial being. Saitan has to be driven away always. No. In our Sanatana Dharma, God is in all form, good or bad, beautiful or ugly, and desirable or not desirable, hatred, everything is nothing but Ishvara. This is the proper adequate knowledge. So this knowledge alone will give the Purnatvam. Now, Dhyutam Chalayatam Ahamasmi. I am the cheating in the people who cheat. I am the cunningness in the people who are playing with others' life. And I am the cleverness among the people who are very clever. Now you can see one thing, you need not worry about your life at all. If somebody, always the people who are in a position, the people even in normal life also, even you may think your neighbor is planning something, he is planning to defeat you, he is planning to smash you, collapse you. Your relative is planning to pull your leg in your life. So always people, they have their own planning to pull others' leg, to cheat somebody else. You just don't worry. They are planning according to the anugraha of Ishvara. If you are endowed with Ishvara anugraham, that Ishvara alone plans to give your fruit of your own action. Could you understand what I say? Your punya phala may be planned by your enemy. They will plan, day and night to provide punya phala. And that they may cause hurt. They may hurt. Doesn't matter. So when you are hurt, you feel pain. That pain becomes the punya phala. Out of the pain, you become more serious in your life. You make lots of effort. You could elevate your life. So like that, there are so many aspects. So Bhagavan very clearly says, I am the villain, I am the hero. Dhyutam, these aspects were important, nowhere it is told. So I am the wrong person, he says, I am also the right person. So right and wrong, both of them are me. Now you should understand where you should fix yourself. If you are fixing yourself with right me, you will be receiving punya phala. That is also nothing but me. If you are fixing yourself with wrong me, this me, don't get confused. Wrong me, you will get wrong fruit. This is to be understood properly. And everything is me, everything is Ishvara. If everything is Ishvara, then we should not get troubles. Who said that trouble also a part of our life? So when trouble comes, you just receive them as the prasada, or just understand they are nothing but Ishvara. The struggling is Ishvara, the victory is Ishvara, defeat is Ishvara, everything is Ishvara. Tejas Tejas Vinamaham. I am the brilliance among the brilliant people. So brilliance means, the brilliancy means to think properly, to understand properly, to rule properly others, to rule ourselves, to control this controlling capacity. Sometimes we call it, dancing personality. And also we say it charisma, the charisma of leaders. So they can rule. Mahatma Gandhi, his words, he was a very tiny personality one, but he could rule all the people. That's the glory of Ishvara. I am the Tejas among all Tejasvis. So whoever is very brilliant, the brilliance is because of Ishvara alone. Jayosmi, Vyavasayosmi, I am the victory. Vyavasayosmi, I am the courageous effort. Sattvam Sattvavatamaham, I become Sattvaguna among all the good people. Now he talks directly about human being and the nature. He begins with a wrong people and he ends with a proper people. Aham Sattva Gunam among Sattva people. What I feel, we have to contemplate on these words to get maturity. Dyutam chalayatam asmi tejas tejasvinamaham. When you take the Bhagavan as all these wrongdoers, then you won't get fear out of them. You won't get irritation out of them, towards them. Then you won't also get hatred. Because they cannot do more than Bhagavan's permission. They can only do what Bhagavan permits. Tejas tejasvinamaham. Tejasvinamaham tejaha. You won't get jealousy by seeing somebody's talent, somebody's brilliance. Just you consider that's nothing but Bhagavan alone. And Jayosmi, if a person is, victorious, you won't get jealousy. You will also accept. You will also enjoy. And the effort, hard work among the people. When you adapt hard work, that will definitely fructify. You are not going away from the Ishvara. You are adapting Ishvara in your life. Sattvam Sattvavatam Aham. And the style of Bhagavan Krishna, he began with wrong person and ends with a proper person. Now he comes. Vrishni Nam Vasudevosmi Pandavanam Dhananjayah Muni Namapyaham Vyasaha Kavina Mushana Kavihi. He talks about contemporary people now. Vrishni Nam. So Bhagavan Krishna, who was born in Vrishni Kula. His Kula is known as Vrishni Kula. Among the people who are born in Vrishni Kula, I am Vasudeva, who is the son of Vasudeva, because Krishna's father's name is Vasudeva. This shloka has been established or elaborated in Bhagavata in different way. The Vasudeva is one mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That itself enough for the lifetime. You need not to learn anything. You need not to go for any other mantra. You just sit in a place, you keep chanting. That itself enough, my dear. It's a very glorious mantra, because Vasudeva, he is everything. Vasudevam sarvam. So therefore, Vasudevaha aham Pandavanam Dhananjayaha. He says just to Dhananjaya that you are nothing but me. Why Pandavanam just Dhananjayaha? He talks in 11th chapter. There we will see Muninam Apyaham Vyasaha. Among all the Munis, Muni means Mananat Munehe. Munihi means we just imagine the person with all jeta and beard. No, Munihi means the person, one who can research any subject up to very deep level and can receive the essence of it and understand completely, who can present to the world. He is known as Munihi. Therefore, Mananat Munehe Kavina Mushana Kavihi. Among all the Kavis means Panditaha, I becomes Ushana Kavi, he means Shukracharya. Shukracharya, who had a kind of mantra. The mantra, by using that, we can bring a person who has died. He can bring back his life. But he was supporting this all Danavas, demons. That is the glory of Purana. Is everywhere controversy. That all contradictions will bring the clarity of Dharma. See, this Bhagavan Krishna's grace, when he speaks about it, so we need to have a kind of Shraddha to take it as the bone. Okay, we will continue from next session tomorrow. Harihi Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.